into the room at last, that a market insurance doesn't work with contracts. So the contract itself provides the insurance that people demand. So that it very much strengthens the option theory. So now I'll take issue with Professor Cohen. But by way of background, one of the points I'm going to stress about Holmes, one of the great things about Holmes, was his desire to banish all moral talk from law. I think it's a great project. Now, because of lexical poverty, we can't actually achieve it in the way people are educated. But I think it's terrible stuff, the moral talk. So it may seem, inconsistent that he thought tort liability depended on blameworthiness. But actually, Holmes's moral view was the old Greek view, which is blameworthiness depends on consequences, not on state of mind. State of mind, that's the Christian view. The Greek view is you can't come up to the level of care of the average person and injury results. That's too bad. You're to blame, even though there's nothing you could have done to avoid the injury. So even his own moral views were unconventional. I say I don't get anything out of moral talk, even when it's not in the contract domain. So Professor Cohen starts off with what he regards as the unambiguous example of blameworthiness: Judas Iscariot's betrayal of Jesus Christ. That's not true, because if he hadn't betrayed Jesus Christ, Christ would not have been crucified. If he had not been crucified, the sacrifice, God's sacrifice of his Son to redeem mankind, would have failed.
So he's a hero. And
in the recently discovered Gospel according to Judas, one of the Gnostic Gospels, Jesus Christ says to Judas Iscariot, "You've got to betray me. It's in the plan." I have the same reaction about bin Laden. Is bin Laden evil? Well, he's evil by our premises. He's good by his premises, and there's no mode of reconciling the different premises. But coming to contract law. Now, in the discussion yesterday, efficient breach was sort of offered as the example of willful breach. But wait, efficient breach? Don't we want efficient breaches? Efficient breaches are Pareto's superior. So why do we call them willful? Why don't we, if we want to criticize people for non-performance, why not criticize as the jerk who